Hello everyone, hope you are all doing good. My name is Subair Ali. Uh, I'm really happy to be participate in this international conference. Let me start my presentation. The title of my paper is An Analytical Insight of Churning of Bank Customers Using Python Libraries and Packages. Myself, Subair Ali, I'm working as a senior lecturer in Business Information Systems. The university I'm working in Westminster International University in Tashkent from Uzbekistan. My co-author is Mr. Leo John Baptiste. He is also working as a senior lecturer in the Department of Software Engineering, Faculty of Computing from Boto University, which is in Republic of Botswana. So, what is all about my paper? Let me start with abstract. As we probably aware, it is considerably more costly to sign in another customer than keeping a current one. An analytics of customer churn assumes a significant job in client relationship, the board and improves advantage of big business. In this paper, we use the various libraries and packages provided by Python, which is a primary methodologies to find out and predict the analytical insight of the churning of bank customers according to their different activities. We also applied them the effectiveness of the proposed techniques are validated by churn prediction experiments on a bank customer churn dataset, and as well as they are demonstrated to essentially given powerful dynamic visualization of the output in various perception of the customers. So let me give you some introduction about the concept of my paper. The customer churn is the level of customers that quit using the organization's product or service during a specific time period. In banking industry specifically, predicting the following arrangement of customer activities is central significance as this ability empowers companies to hinder unfortunate choices of the customers. Because of the unpredictable idea of dynamic choices of customers. For example, stopping contract because of unsatisfactory services. Break down how and when beat happens in a customer's lifetime with a bank and utilize the information to establish preemptive measures. I can also tell you about the features of Python. Let's say there are more than 137,000 Python libraries and 198,826 Python packages prepared to facilitate developers' programming experiences. This library encourages us to make different plats one after another. So there is one of the library which is called pandas. It's a Python software packages. It is an absolute necessity to learn for data science and dedicatedly composed for Python language. And the second and third things you can also see that NumPy, somebody say that like NumPy. So NumPy and Matplotlib is popular array processing package of Python. It offers the great help for various dimensional exhibit protest just as for matrices. So in most of those studies, different types of effective machine learning algorithms were applied to compare which would be providing the best fit and highest accuracy rate among churn prediction. So previously they have done so many researches according to the churn prediction, predicting of the churn prediction of bank customers. But they have just applied the different algorithms, different methodologies, which would be providing the best fit and highest accuracy rate among churn predictions. So but 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 they haven't do anything like in what basis customers are getting done among the bank services. They have just done the research based on based to find out the which algorithm which would be the best one, which algorithms providing the best accuracy result. So accordingly, you can see no resources have been developed with graphical and plots based visualization statistical analysis approaches, which are provided by Python in order to identify respectively the customers who are about to churn and their reasons to do so. So this is what we are trying to do. According to this case, the issue addressed to by this research is to recognize a lot of ways to deal with producing activities to hold customers. We accept that this issue is significant for the both organizations launching customers maintenance barrels and researchers targeting building statistical analysis approaches visualization models of customer churn. In fact, this decision needs to consider both organizational aspects. For example, I can give you control and proficiency and technological viewpoints, such as predicting the customer's churn based on statistical analysis report, according to the activities of the customer data set given by the bank. We propose a number of approaches with Python libraries and packages, which can be used to identify the analytical insight of churning of bank customers. So finally, different types of libraries and packages are described. So I can also give you some more examples, like the overview of literatures that what some researchers have done before and how they did, in which way they did it. You can see, I was going through the so many literature reviews, but I can only give you the few of them, the very few of them, which is more important. Like you can see, these are the others. So in which industry they did the based on banking. So one of them they have done based on the telecommunication industry. So these are the methodologies that what algorithms, what methods they have been used to predict. You can see there are plenty of algorithms they have been used. So they were just checking which algorithm would be producing the best fit the accuracy result. So to accomplish the customer churning, organizations began adjusting the machine learning and data mining algorithms for customers churning prediction models. In this area, a couple of methods are looked at considering churn prediction. So what methodologies we were going through? Actually, there are some steps or involved in our research. So first of all, what we have done, like data acquisition. Okay. So in our data acquisitions, we are actually gain the data from the online source, which is called Google.com. So the churning of bank customers containing data around 10,000 clients. So in our data set, there would be the 10,000 clients, which means 10,000 records with 14 attributes for every customer. 14 columns are there, 14 different columns are there. So the next thing is so once we gain the data set from the online source, so when we are start coding, so first of all we are importing the Python packages and libraries as I mentioned in my previous slides. Then the data pre-processing. So data pre-processing is really important thing. So what we did actually, the procedure to recognize the necessary independent variables for predicting the exit status of the customers and to predict the dependent variable exited utilizing the independent variable is pre-processing. Actually, there is the attribute, like there is the column in the data set. So the column would be saying each customer would be excited or not excited. So if it is excited, the customer is they have already left the bank. If it is not excited, they are still keep doing service with the bank. So what we have done in this case, we actually needed we actually needed to encode this attribute in our data set, right? Like we have encoded with value 1 for the excited customers. We also have encoded with value 0 for non-excited customers. Then in the next step, we need to identify the duplication and missing values. It's because of, so identifying duplicate and missing values are very important when we deal with huge set of data. Otherwise, it will not be able to provide the appropriate result, as we all know about the Python machine learning techniques. So we have identified, during this process, luckily we haven't identified any duplication and missing values in our data set. Then we were going through the research questions. So the research questions, the research has done based on the some questions which is provided in the full paper. So there are 10 types of different questions to identify to predict the customer churning of the bank. So which is already provided in my full paper. So I cannot just list out all the questions in the presentation. It's because of, otherwise it will take time to complete the presentation. So what are the result finally we came up with? The result was achieved. The result was achieved based on 10 different set of research questions, as I told you before. So one of the major question was, which age group most prefers to live? As you can see in this graph, according to our research, according to our findings, according to these questions, in fact, the age group over 40 is likely to leave bank as well. So you can see these are the age groups starting from 20, 40, 60, 80 up to 100. So in the graph, the blue color is indicated 0. 0 means non-excited customers, and the another color is indicated as 1, which means excited customers. So you can see over 40 means, like they are, this is the 40, you can see the graph, the overflowing. So which means they're likely to leave the customers. So we have predicted those whose age is over 40, they're likely to leave the bank. It's because of churning from the bank. So they are not satisfied with the bank service. The next question, is prediction of excited customers based on the number of products. So those who are dealing with the only one product are also not willing to continue their service with the bank, and they tend to become churn customers as well. In addition, those who are owned by 4 products, none of them are willing to stay for longer period of time. You can see, so you can see from the table excited 0 and 1 number of products. These are the number of products. So those who are having 1 product, 2 products, 3 products, 4 products, and all of them. So what was the result we have found from these questions? Like you can see those who are dealing with only one product are also not willing to continue their service. You can see this only one product. You can see how many number of customers. One means excited. They already left the bank. So it's around 1,409 customers they have left the bank. Those who are owned by only one product in the bank. Okay. And also, in addition, as I told you, owned by four products, none of them are willing to stay. You can see four products. None of them willing to stay. They all left. They all left. None of them willing to stay. You can see zero. Zero means not excited. None of them willing to stay. Um, the next question is account balance based excited customers. This is one of the major questions. On the off chance that the customers have a great deal of balance in their account, for them, they will in general become a Gen customers. Mm, as you can see in this one account balance. So excited is the red color one. You can see the graph. You can see the graph. So what it was actually saying, the customer have a great deal of balance in their account for them. They will in general become a Gen customer. You can see zero. So those who never have any balance in their account, it's very really high. You can see the result. The graph is really high, which means they don't really want to continue their service with their bank. The next question is the higher tenure and active members based excited customers. So what it was actually saying, according to based on this graph, non-active members are happy to leave. They are happy to leave. Twofold or triple occasions higher than active members. Non-active members. So non-active members are basically they're likely to leave the bank. They don't want to continue any services with the bank. Okay, look at this heat map. So these are the major things we have identified the customers, those who are churning of the bank, those who are churning type of customers of the bank, like one, two, three, four types of customers major. So they are like age group based, um, number of products based, and based on their account balance, and based on the active members or not. So these are the major factors that we have identified in our research. So look at this heat map. Look at this heat map. Heat map is one of the major features which is provided by the Python packages. Okay, so in this heat map, you can see the correlation between excited and age. There are only three possible values, three positive values, which is really higher than other positive values. All of them negative and very low, you can see. So this one, the age, as I told you, the age group is over 40. They like to leave the bank. Age is affected. You can see the correlation. And also the balance, as I told you before, you can see that this is the account balance based excited customer. Those who never keep any balance in their account, they are also likely to leave the bank. You can see the balance also excited. It's correlated, balance excited, and age excited. Okay, so the heat map shows that the highlights, for example, age and balance, has progressive by weighted variables that are liable for the customer churn. Discussion. So from the exact investigation of ours, it tends to be deduced that various libraries and packages are implemented by the Python programming is having higher segregating power than other programming techniques. Further, these libraries and packages are very much performed well as for distinguishing churning of bank customers among various activities as examined earlier in the result section. This is important outcome of our research. So finally, we have concluded. We have concluded. So what we did, the finding of this study indicate that if the customers have a lot of money on their account, they tend to become Gen customers. In addition, the customers whose age is more than 40 liable to leave bank, and they will in general become a Gen customer. So they implemented the Python libraries and packages have promising an incentive in the current continually changing banking industry. and it can be used as viably by organizations to improve customer relationship and improve business opportunities. So I really hope this presentation would be really helpful for those who are doing some research based on data science, based on machine learning and Python. So anyway, I would like to thank Madurai Kamaraj University Distance Learning and to given me these wonderful opportunities to present my effective paper. It should be really helpful to those presenters and other audiences. So I would like to thank to the board, to the editorial board, to the organizing committee and other peoples to given me these wonderful opportunities to make me to spend my time useful. Thank you. Anyway, thank you so much. See you. Bye.